Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? It is currently about 20 after 12 on, what is today? On Thursday. And it's starting to cloud up a little bit. It is like 95 degrees in Indianapolis already. It is so hot. And I went to bed last night so early. I was like in bed by like 10:30, 10:45, and I was like out asleep by like 11. And my plan was to get up and watch some shows. Boo Radley, Booby, come here, Boo. Come here, honey. My plant, Boo Radley is like out here looking around at the plants and smelling the plants and stuff like that, which I'm going to show you the weeds in just a second to hold myself accountable. So, I went to sleep last night so early. My plan was to get up and watch TV shows, but I slept straight through the night and I got a really great, hold on, let me have just a little bit of coffee, hold on. I got a really good night's sleep. And so anyway, I got up this morning and I filmed some videos and I listened to my audiobook and stuff. And I was like, you know, I'm watching Boo Radley as he's smelling all these plants. And I was like, maybe today is the day that I clean the weeds out. Now, what happened was we went to Mexico. I had just cleaned these weeds out, put new mulch down and things like that. And then we got massive thunderstorms while we were gone. And the weeds grew like crazy, okay? So, I came home to all these weeds growing in our walkway. And now I have to clean them again. So, now the landscaping manager of the neighborhood, the woman that is the manager of the, I don't know what her position is, not the manager, but she is the landscaping chair. She walked by the other day and I said, I am so sorry about the weeds. I promise you I'll get to them. She goes, Peter, don't even worry about it. It's been so hot. And she was like, I know how difficult it is when it's so hot to get out there and pull weeds. And I was like, thank you for understanding, but I promise when it gets cooler. So today I was like, well, maybe today will be the day that I pull weeds. And I looked at my weather app and it's supposed to be like 100 today. And I was like, and the air quality is like not good. And I was like, well, maybe today is not the day for me to pull weeds. But needless to say, I have to get out here and do them. Now, Boo Radley, I will say, loves to go through the weeds and smell them and things like that. So I wanted to show you guys my beautiful weed garden. Are you ready? Well, here's Boo Radley right now. He is going through the yard. And Boo Radley, what are you doing, honey? Huh? Are you smelling stuff? Are you smelling things? You are? Okay, come on. Let's go up here. Let's go back up to the house. Come on. Oh, there you go. Let's go smell the weeds. Come on, little guy. He trots. My cousin Caroline said yesterday, she goes, he walks so funny, he trots. Okay, so here is the beginning of my beautiful weed garden right here, okay? Now, my neighbor, she boogered me, if you want to see, because we usually have the same amount of horrible weeds, okay? This is where my yard ends, so this is like hers right here. But anyway, you can see where she totally boogered me. Are you ready? Now, she doesn't have any mulch laid down, but she totally cleaned out all of the weeds. So this is what I call crabassery of the world right here, okay? This is the crabgrassery of the world, I should say. I'm sorry. This is the crabgrassery of the world, okay? And this is very difficult to pull. As you can see, when it's just like, it's really hard to pull up, and you basically pull up all the mulch. Look at my mulch that I've laid down too, okay? It's like already like dirt and stuff from these horrible thunderstorms that we had. Look at this. This does not look pretty, okay? Boo Radley, what are you doing, buddy? Are you having fun? He said, I'm having so much fun. Okay, now over here, we're going to get started right away on pulling the weeds, okay? I usually pull you got to pull it from the root, okay? Now, and you got to get in between the cracks of the driveway, and you got to pull up all these weeds. I usually have my gloves on when I do this, because that makes it a little bit easier. So anyway, now these, I think, are kind of pretty, and I don't even really mind them so much, but except for that from the road, they look like weeds, so we got to pick those up. This is such an exciting video, isn't it? Boo Radley, what are you doing? Ooh, look at her. At first thought you might think that's a beautiful lavender purple flower, but the reality is she's a weed. Oh, sticky weed too. Oh, she needs to go. Oh, gotta get. Ooh, that hurt. I need my gloves for that. We get all these beautiful sticky weeds. Woo, okay. Come on, boo. Come on, sweetie. He's like, I'm over here smelling the weeds. Leave me alone. Are you having fun, buddy? He said, I'm over here smelling the weeds. Okay. So here's my beautiful hostas. And that are not doing so great from all the heat. Look at all this weedery of the world. These will not be too hard to pull. This right here is probably, honestly, about a 15-minute job right here, okay? Now, here we got even bigger weeds of the world. These are the sticky weeds. This right here is probably, this is how I assess my major weed problem, okay? God, the mulch I put down, I needed to put more down or something. It is horrible. Oh, God. But my flowers still look pretty. Look at my flowers. Okay, hi. Hi, Fernalicious. Fernalicious is still doing good up there. Okay. There's my hose right there where I water the plants and stuff like that. All right, so needless to say, it is time to get to the problem of the weeds. Right, boobs? He said, Dad, are we doing the weeds today? No, Boo Radley, are we going to do the weeds today? No, we're not going to do the weeds today, Boo Radley. He said, I'm just hanging out down here in the weeds. So here we are with the beautiful weedery of the yard. Now, I've already shown you my neighbor across the street, but my neighbor next door, they keep their yard beautiful as well. So it is time for me. Look at these. She has such pretty flowers over here. I love these. And she's just flowers out by the mailbox that are so. These are Boo Radley's favorite. He loves to come and smell these. Oh, look, there's all these bees on the flowers. Bees. So needless to say, my neighbors have beautiful flowers. I do not. I have red Birkenstocks, though. I have the weedery of the world. So by the end of this weekend, this will be completely cleaned off and mulched. And the sticky weeds will be pulled. And our prayer is that we will not have to clean the weedery of the world for the rest of the summer. Our prayer is that we will be able to make it through the rest of the summer and into the fall without having to do anything. I'm going to weed all this, and then we're going to get new mulch and lay down the mulch, and hopefully that will keep it from being horrible out here. And then the next thing will be pumpkins and mums. Pumpkins and mums and pumpkins and mums and pumpkins and mums, oh my. So anyway, needless to say, I hate picking weeds. It's like my least favorite thing in the entire world. And the reality is, if I could hire somebody around here and pay them a little bit of money to pick some weeds, I probably would do it. That's just the truth. That's my truth today, because I hate picking weeds, especially in this heat. But you gotta do it. That's what you got to do it, you know? You gotta do it. Anyway, I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.